Okay, so this is a big one. The Supreme Court has just ruled a very narrow decision, but a significant. The Supreme Court has struck down most of Trump's tariffs in a major blow to the president. That is according to NBC News. The decision does not affect all of Trump's tariffs, but invalidates those implemented using an emergency law. The justices divided 6-3, held that Trump's aggressive approach to tariffs on products entering the United States from across the world was not permitted under the 1977 law called the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. The ruling was authored by Chief Justice John Roberts, what a surprise, who was joined by 3 liberal justices and two fellow conservatives, Gorsuch and Barrett. President asserts the extraordinary power to unilaterally impose tariffs on unlimited amount, duration, and scope, Roberts wrote, but the Trump administration points to no statute in which Congress has previously said that the language in the IEEPA could apply to tariffs. As such, we hold that IEEPA does not authorize the president to impose tariffs. Justices Clarence Thomas, Brent Kavanaugh, and Samuel Alito dissented. It's a rare setback for the administration, which has a 6-3 conservative majority. The decision does not affect all of Trump tariffs, leaving in place the ones he imposed on steel, aluminum, using different laws, for example, but upends his tariffs in 2 categories. One is country by country or reciprocal tariffs. That is insanity. Which range from 34 to China to a 10% baseline for the rest of the world. The other is a 25% tariff Trump has imposed on goods from Canada, China, and Mexico for what the administration said was the failure to curb the flow of fentanyl. Trump could seek to reimpose the tariffs using other laws. As of the middle of December, IEEPA tariffs have raised $130 billion. Trump has touted much higher numbers, up to $3 trillion, taking into account trade deals his administration has negotiated. This is going to be a problem. Prices on imported stuff may go down, might. Markets are dipping due to the uncertainty. Where is the market? The market is still actually in the green as of right now. It had dipped, but it went back up into the green. We don't know what this is going to mean. This is a very big one. The government might owe now $100 to $175 billion in refunds for duties already paid since the tariffs started, but it's not automatic. So I don't know what is going to happen here. The president has said he was not concerned. He was very concerned at the beginning, and said this cannot stand, but then later has said he is not that concerned because he has other laws and other powers at his disposal that he will use. So let's see how long this lasts. I would imagine he's going to speak on this pretty quickly, or at least get a response from the White House pretty quickly. Ricky, do you have something?
Yeah, we did put in an ask to Secretary Bessent to come on and explain the implications of this. I'm sure the administration is going to signal that this is nothing to worry about and announce future steps to essentially resetting the system and making it fair again.
We'll see. I would imagine we will have much more on this by Monday's broadcast, because I don't think this is going to sit. And then remember, next Tuesday is the State of the Union. He is expected to not only tout all of the things that he has done. This is going to be a major part of the speech. I can guarantee you the speechwriters are rewriting right now. But this will be a big part of the speech. Also, it's my understanding that he is going to call for the passing of the Save America Act. Hopefully, many of us are encouraging him, please, Mr. President, say it must be done, and the standing filibuster, the talking standing filibuster, must be enacted. And by the way, anybody who says that that is a change in the system, it's changing the filibuster, does not know what they're talking about, or they're just part of the same kind of Mitch McConnell crap that has been going on for a long time, where they just sell all of this information to any member of the media that will buy into it, that either is a progressive Republican like a Mitch McConnell, and they will lie to you, cheat, steal, whatever, just so it doesn't happen. But that is an out-and-out lie. It is not changing the filibuster. You know who changed it? Was Woodrow Wilson. He's the one that introduced cloture at the time, which I know you don't know. I know, but I just barely know it because I plug my ears and go, la, 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 anytime anybody starts talking about cloture. For the love of Pete, get a life. But that is a Woodrow Wilson thing. And it means that you need 60 votes. They can just sit and write an email. I want a filibuster because this is wrong. And then somebody needs to say, yeah, I vote for cloture. And then you need 60 votes. Well, no. You want a filibuster? Stand up. Stand up, Senator. Have the cojones to stand up and make your case. And Republicans, have the spine, have just the will. Honestly, it's not even having a spine. Do you have the will to save the republic? Do you have the will and, God forbid, the energy to show up in the middle of the night? So you let them speak. Let them be on the record saying all kinds of stuff that the American people are not for. Let them make that case. Do not surrender. And I hope the president in his State of the Union makes that case very, very clear. When it comes to the Trump tariffs, this is a bad one, striking down Trump's tariffs. But I am not concerned, as the president has told me on several occasions, he has other ways, and he will be moving in that direction the minute the court decided. We'll see what that means.